Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to AHSA World. Today is the last part 3 of our Moroccan tour. We left off in part 2 at the Atlas Mountains, and we were just making our way towards the Atlas Mountains, and we shall start from there today. Today there should be some beautiful places to see for everybody, some beautiful scenery inshallah, but we'll start from the Atlas Mountains. So here we are making our way towards the Atlas Mountains. Now, as I said in part 2, if all those who haven't watched part 1 and part 2, I'd advise you to watch part 1 and part 2 so you know where we are. And as we are making our way to the top of the Atlas Mountains, we see spring waterfalls everywhere. It's nice clean water, clear water. It's very beautiful. Atlas Mountain, we planned this before we went to Morocco. You can do this through get your guide. It's important that you do. So a lot of the holidays, a lot of the destinations that we went to, it was all planned whilst we were in the UK. So here we are at a waterfall. There's many waterfalls when you go up to the Atlas Mountains. We went about halfway on the Atlas Mountains. It was, to be honest, it's not for everybody. I would advise that if you have people who are ill, and especially people who have bad knees, then I advise you not to go up to the Atlas Mountains. Right? You can go up to a limit, certain height. I would advise, right, not to go all the way, because then you'd be looking how you're going to get down. There's some bits of the mountains are very steep here, as you can see as we're going through to the top of the Atlas Mountains, and you can see that it's how steep it is. It's quite frightening sometimes when you look down and you're taking your children up the mountains. We didn't realize how hard it was going to be until we were up there, and as you can see how far things are as you went up the mountain. It's just spectacular views and some nice photos we've taken. It's all great memories that we'll keep all, for a long time. We've taken some nice photos. As you can see, is some beautiful mountains and greenery. And at the end of the Atlas Mountains, we stopped by at a restaurant. They advised we should take a break here, and it's just by the river. Is the running water coming down, and you sit down on the chair with the bare feet, and it's really nice as the cold water goes past. It's quite warm. And here we are at the Bahia Palace, and this is one of the tours that we went to. You just pay at the gate, at the entrance. It's a very nice place. It's a very nice place to take photos. You can see the architecture. It's very beautiful. So it's really nice and colourful. Mosaic, some really nice deep patterns. Yeah, it's a very nice place to take photos with families. As you can see, my son, he's very happy. It's a very colourful place, full of light, and the way it's all decorated and painted, yeah, it just goes with the light. And so my son's taking some photos. The architecture is unique all around, and we had some really nice photos taken there. And there's a really nice courtyard, so I'm going through the courtyard, and it's full of orange trees and different kind of trees there. As my son's taking some photos, you can see the patterns. It's such a nice building. We're going through the courtyard, and the trees on either sides. It's very lush and green. Alhamdulillah, it's very beautiful. So you can see some oranges on the trees. We weren't allowed to eat the oranges, get told off. And here we are. This is the special place I was talking about, that you're going to see now. This is we're going on the way to Ozoud Falls. Ozoud is a very special place. It took us about 2 to 3 hours journey. You didn't feel the journey because the coach that we had, it was a small coach we had. It was very nice, air conditioned. It's very new, so you didn't really feel the bumps or anything like that. The roads were very good anyway. As you can see, my son really likes the scenery. He's taking video. Everybody's got their camera out, taking photos and videos of the scenery. It's just very nice scenery everywhere. Ozoud, I would recommend to everybody to go there, right? It's just such a nice place. It's unbelievable. Before you go there, you didn't realize how nice place it was, right? Because before you go there, you see mountains and mountains everywhere. It's just a really nice view. But Ozoud Falls is very beautiful. Here we are going through. As you can see, just really nice. The roads are very good, right? You don't have any holes or anything like that, like we have in Bangladesh, right? The roads are well looked after, right? And it's all very clean everywhere. Here we are, just coming up to the main place, Ozoud. We'll be getting off, and you can see how beautiful. You get orange trees on both sides of the roads. Here we are. There's olive trees everywhere. Here, there's olive trees everywhere. We're just here now. Everybody's making their way to the Ozoud Falls waterfalls, and it's quite a distance. We walked to the falls, but it was a nice walk up there. There we are. Everybody's gathered around now, and everybody can't believe what they're seeing now, because all they saw that time was olive trees and everything. But now this is the best scenery of all, right? Everybody's just stunned and shocked by what they saw. Look at this. It's such a beautiful scenery. Beautiful. It's so lush and green everywhere. You can see it looks so far down, right? And you can see the waterfalls there. So many people down there. So we have to make our way all the way down there, right? Even this is not for people who are ill, like I said before, like Atlas Mountains. If you have really bad knees, I wouldn't recommend. If you are quite old, right, you have health conditions, I wouldn't recommend for you to go down. You can try, but don't go too far, because you'll probably have trouble coming up again, because you have to come up again. I suppose coming up, right, isn't worse as going down, because the path that you take to go down is worse. So now we're just walking around, just seeing, admiring. We're going to take a few photos, there you are. My son is really happy. Both of us together. It's a really nice place to take photos. It's really beautiful background. And we are now making our way down to the main falls. This takes a while. I think it took us about 45 minutes to an hour. I think an hour altogether to go right at the bottom. We didn't know that it was going to take that much. You know, we were tired when we went down there. So as you go past different places when you go there. People are selling stuff, and here we are. We're just going to take a break here, have some orange juice or something, and just admire the view from here, because here the view is more better, because you can see everything from the top to the bottom. So look at that view, amazing view. We sat down there you got chairs and everything, yeah, and you can look at that. What a view. You'll never see a view like that in the UK. Amazing. Look at that photo. Yeah. I'm sure everybody would want a photo like that for memories. It's amazing. Yeah, we're all happy with the photos. Everybody's taking photos. This is an amazing time to take photos. We just, you don't see this often. Look at the view. You never thought that this is how it was gonna look like. But when you see it actually there, you believe it. Now we're going to go down more to go right at the bottom. So we're about halfway. We're going to go right at the bottom now. Right. So as we go down, there's loads of some places are really quite steep, so you have to be very careful. That's what I'm saying. If somebody's got bad knees or anything like that, then you have to be very careful. Right? If somebody's ill, I would advise think carefully before going to Ozoud. Here we are. We just it's like a boat, right? You pay a little money, and so everybody could go on there, and the man just takes you around, and he takes you close, right near to the waterfalls, under the falls, and it's such a really nice experience. The children loved it, yeah, because the water comes all over everywhere, and it's really hot, so it feels really nice because you get really nice breeze everywhere. So the closer you get to the falls, you get like really nice strong breeze coming, and the water comes all around. Look at the photos here. Everybody's got their phone out, taking photos. It's just an amazing view. This was what we were waiting for, in our trip, Moroccan trip, and this was left till the end. So you know what they say, the best is to the end. Look at that. It's an amazing view. My son, he just had to take so many photos. Right. It's all great memories. You never know when you're going to get to that again. But certainly we all loved it. You know, there you go, my son saying I want to take a photo like him. Let's look at that. There we can feel all the breeze coming as the water sprinkles everywhere, and the rainbow at the top. There we are, look, you can see people coming. All these people are going there now. There we are having orange juice. I said Morocco is especially known for orange juice. Look at the oranges, nice and fresh. Look at that. Oh, it's so nice. This is one thing I will miss. Everybody will miss orange juice. That's all we had, orange juice every day. It's the best thing, orange juice. Morocco, orange juice. Here we are going from one side to the other side, and it's quite nice as the running water streams go past. You hear the noises of the water. Just all around amazing views. So many different people from all around the world you see there. People went into the water. We didn't go into the water because we didn't have any other set of clothes. Here we are, my children, near the monkeys. When you go up there, when you go back up, right, there's a place where the guide will tell you that you have the monkeys there and you can feed them nuts. You can buy the nuts there and you feed the monkeys. So if you're lucky enough, they'll sit there and take it off your hand, and you can even have a chat with them. Yeah, my son's gonna have a real proper chat here. He's gonna tell him his life story with the monkey. Look, he listens to him. Yeah, look, he's telling him everything, all his life, all his happiness and sadness. Yeah, so that's the end of our Ozoud trip. It was an amazing trip, and now we're just spending our last day in the evening. Remember I said, right, the main shopping place, Jamaa Fena. So we are here, Jamaa Fena, in the evening. Right. So our last night in Marrakech. Right. Here we are. We're having our last dinner in Marrakech. There is Kutubia Mosque. So this is the mosque that we used to go and pray in for Friday prayers, Jummah. Right. So we just sat by the roadside in a nice restaurant. I'm just gonna have it outside because there's a nice breeze and it's quite nice views, nice atmosphere. So everybody enjoyed our last meal in Marrakech. It's quite sad to leave actually. It's very nice for family, children, especially children. Very safe place, very clean. So it's goodbye Morocco. Just at the airport now. Gonna go back home. So hope you all enjoyed it, and inshallah I hope you have plans to go to Morocco. I would advise everybody to go to Morocco or check it out, and I would advise plan some things like Ozoud, what you just saw today, and if you haven't seen part 1 and part 2, I'd advise you to see part 1 and part 2 and what other destinations that you can go to and plan. Inshallah, we will see you next time. Hope you enjoyed watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.